How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Zilla Plays City Skylines, and we are going to be expanding this area today. We literally, right after the end of last episode, hit another milestone. It was Metropolis, and so now all we have is one left, and we've hit all our milestones and theoretically unlocked every square, though we still have to kind of purchase them. And so we're definitely coming up on that. And so the first thing we want to do is unlock this square. This square we've definitely been having some issues with like the train access, but I think what we did last episode is actually working out really well. We haven't had any backup so far, and so I think the only thing we'd probably change is this little guy right here. So the first thing I want to do is upgrade this road real quick. I really want it to be elevated all the way through. I think it worked really well over here, and I like it when freeways are elevated like that. I think they add like a really cool kind of industrial look. It is a little high, but I think that's good. And now frees up this space for us to build off. And so because this is in such close proximity to downtown, we're going to go ahead and follow pretty much the same collector grid pattern. And it's kind of following the same pattern with our whole city anyways, the bigger grids and kind of seeing if they work really well. And so far I think they do work really well, and so we are going to go ahead and follow that. And one of the things I had kind of identified is this intersection would be great as a roundabout. And so I think we're going to go ahead and do that. Maybe because I don't think we're going to do ferry access for the whole thing, but I think for a lot of it we will. Just because I think the ferries look really good, and we kind of left it on that bridge piece, so of course now it's kind of messing up. And so we'll come down here, and I want to just connect these up at an appropriate angle. I think I'm going to have to delete this guy. And so a couple of considerations with this new neighborhood. We need to have freeway access, and then we want to make sure that we still keep our traffic in check. And so what I was thinking is adding like a trumpet interchange with the entrance and exit actually being a little deeper into the city. I think that would be unique, and then it would afford us an opportunity to do like a really cool park maybe at the end. I was thinking about using some of the high-tech buildings creator pack assets in this. We don't really, actually I don't think we have any of them, but we do have an IT cluster, and so we could assume that maybe this area was kind of like a little tech hub. We are generally focused around tourism, but we would want to kind of diversify a little bit, and so I think this is going to be a good opportunity for that. And of course this is like, that doesn't want to snap into that at a 90. Ah, there you go. And so what I was thinking, we'll go ahead and finish this up there. I want to follow the rail, so let's see, 1 2 3 4 5. Come over here. Let's see if that fits. I mean, it's not perfect, but I think that looks pretty good. And so let's come across again. 1 2 3 4 5, and I'm following that same 5 square grid pattern. 1 2 3 4 5. I think what we're gonna do, I think we'll probably terminate this one right there and then have it come in. I think that would be good. This is definitely going to be a little difficult. I think because I want to line it up, and so I want to get, there you go. Now I'm trying to make three-way intersections with this, because I think three-way intersections definitely help out with traffic a lot. And there's actually a recent study on them being slightly safer, even though for a long time they thought three-ways were definitely more dangerous. 1 2 3 4. I don't think we're going to be able to reach that one. Maybe if we go like that. I think that looks weird. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of that. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that. Let's go ahead and make this into a bigger one. So 1 2 3 4 5, and there you go. And then maybe we'll just turn that into some sort of park maybe, or something like that. I don't know, something cool. Maybe we'll actually go off from this edge. That could be good. So maybe we'll, yeah, I think we'll come up here. And we'll probably cut this short just a little bit. So I'm trying to go for something that's going to look good but also be functional. And so I think right there is probably good. And then this area we can utilize for something else. I'm not really sure what for at the moment, but... So now let's go ahead and pause the game, and then what I'm thinking is an interchange right here, and we'll have it come down and terminate right here. I think that would be good because then it would provide access back here, but then also kind of alleviate some of the congestion in this area. Okay, so I think that looks pretty good, and the curves actually look pretty good. This one's a little wide, but I think for speed's sake, but all these people would be able to get on and off pretty quickly. And then so what I was thinking for this side that would be pretty cool is we'll continue using that same road, but then we'll go straight. We'll probably go like right there, and we'll put in a little park. I don't think having a park right next to the train is great, but I think this would be like a nice little entrance. Maybe we won't use it as a park. Maybe we'll just use office space in there or something. And so we'll come in here and we'll go up again. Let's see if that's good. Yeah, that's pretty good. And so now we just want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there you go. I mean, we got a pretty basic little setup here. I think we'll end up leaving some of this area empty because we do need to do some more industrial at some point, but I was kind of identifying this area as a good industrial space. And so now what I want to do is first off change this little intersection down here into a roundabout. And so I think that would be good right there. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. And then we do need to change it to tram, and so I'll do a 3-lane one-way with no dedicated tram track. And of course I messed up those roads. And there you go. And so now at least the trams can make it around, and let's just set up the roundabout real quick. There you go. And then let's go ahead and start building these grids. And so I want to do something that's going to be functional because this is going to be high density. We want to stick with something that's going to work well. And so I think we will end up following, we'll go like right there. We'll come up here, go like right there. And there you go. And so we'll do 2 one-ways. We did this in our other little neighborhood before, and it works really well. One-ways tend to help separate the traffic in areas like this, and so whenever I'm doing high-density grids, I normally try to do one-ways. So they work really well. I don't know about having these interchanges so close together, but we'll see. I mean, our alternative is to just do a full grid, and so I think that actually might be good. So I think we'll add access right there. We'll probably do a big access on this side. Yeah, there you go. And then, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 one-way access points, but then we have a big access point on this side, which I think is great. And so we'll do the same kind of thing on this side. I really like the way that that looks, and so we'll probably go like that, and then we'll come up here. We do a little shorter, but then we'll come down here. We'll go like that. And there you go. And I mean, is this what a city planner would do? I'm not really sure. I'm not a city planner, but you definitely see some pretty weird grids in cities sometimes, so it wouldn't entirely surprise me. I think for city planners, a lot of times, you know, you're trying new things out in cities, and some things work and some things don't. And so it actually makes for some pretty interesting traveling when you're going around and you see something that's unique, but then you only see one of them. And so it kind of makes me think that maybe the city planners tried something out and then decided after implementing it that it wasn't as effective as they were hoping, and so they only did it once. It's funny, in Vegas we have one divergent diamond interchange. There might be more now, but I only know of one, and so that's what I always think of as like, oh well, you know, and it's actually in Henderson too. So it's like Henderson tried out the divergent diamond, and then Vegas was like, we're not going to do that. Though I think divergent diamonds definitely help out a lot, but there's only one. So what are we going to do on this side? We can't continue using the one-ways. Maybe we'll come over here. And I want to create access, and so I think we'll probably do another bridge. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there you go. And then I think I'm going to utilize the ground pieces again because I really like how it looks, and I think it's actually a little less expensive for, especially with grading, they just end up putting the dirt where they need it, and so you normally, at least what I'm used to, wouldn't see pillars in a setting like this. You would see dirt a lot of times because they probably have excess dirt, and so I think that looks good. And then we will just extend the little baby grid probably around this, because we want it to be, so yeah, like maybe right there. Maybe we'll just come across. I don't super like that, but I think that could be okay. And then it kind of gives it some character too. And there you go. And so we're kind of developing a little bit of a pattern, which is kind of nice. And so for this area, because it is so big, I was thinking maybe like a park, but I think now after looking at it, we'll probably just continue using that one-way strategy, but just go further down. I think that could work out pretty well, and so we'll do that. Yeah, you know what? I think that looks pretty good. Again, I'm not sure how well the traffic's going to work out, but I think utilizing the one-ways was a smart idea. And then I think we're going to end up turning this area over here into like a service center, i.e. some more industrial, because we do have some general industrial demand, and so I think that would be good. And then I think, let's go ahead and look at our services. So we have medical over there, medical right there, but then, oh, we do have some fire right there. So maybe we won't do, because we could turn this into a little service center and then that one as well. Maybe we'll still do that because we do need, no, maybe we'll probably just turn this one. I mean, where do we have, oh yeah, you know what, those are way over there, so I think we're going to end up turning this one into a service center anyways. I think that would be really good. And then we do need to hook up some of these tram lines. So where did we connect trams? So we connected tram right there, so trams could come through here. And then they would need to access this over here. And then do we want trams to come all the way in? I think, you know what, I think we'll just make one little designated road. I don't really think putting trams all the way through here is needed, but I think having one tram would be good. Because I think now, even with us expanding, it might be smart to do another transit hub. And so maybe we'll have this go literally all the way around. Because I think with the new unlock, we unlocked airport as well, so we'll definitely have to do another transit hub. So I think that's pretty good. So we got tram access going all the way around and through this main road. And then we added it right there and right there. So it'll be pretty good access. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. And so I'm just going to go ahead and place down the water pipes real quick. Alright, and so water pipes are down, and we do need to add in just a couple more water towers, and so we're going to come over here to our little water tower section. Kind of want to keep them close to the road if I can. Yeah, there you go. So we'll add some more access. I think that'll be good. I really like how this is kind of turning out. I think it looks great, this little water tower service center. And so I want to look at our, so we wanted to do, what are these ones? Art Deco. We could do some of these ones too. These ones are huge because it is, again, like an extension of our downtown, which I think would be good. So maybe we'll, no, you know what? I think we're going to stick with the whole tech idea. And so we have the electric car factory, the nanotechnology center, the research center, the robotics institute, the semiconductor plant, the software development studio, the space shuttle launch site, which I don't think we're going to do over here. But then we also have the television studio. And those are all a part of the High-Tech Buildings Content Creator Pack by GC Vos. And so I want to put these in an area. You know what? I think we'll use this area over here. I think that would be good because these look like they're kind of bigger spaces as well. And so I think we'll put down some of these buildings, and then I want to see about putting in parking and stuff and everything. And so we'll kind of see. And I think we probably should have thought about these before we put in the roads. And so we'll put that guy. Can I get that in the middle? It's not going to let me. So maybe we'll put that right there. And we'll put this one across the street. I think that would be good. Yeah, there you go. And then Nanotechnology Center. I think we're going to have to kind of mess up some of the grids. Yeah, some of them, not all of them, but a couple of them are definitely just a little too big. So let's go in here and see about removing some of these roads. So I think like this one right there would be a good removal. We'll even remove some of these ones, and probably that one. I think that would be good. Let's see if we can fit them in now. So I think for this guy, yeah, we'll put that like right there. And then the semiconductor plant, this one's a little bigger, so maybe we'll put that one on the street. No, I don't really want it on the street, so I think maybe we'll get rid of that. Yeah, well, there you go, and it's pretty centered. And then the nanotechnology, I mean, that one's right on the road. I don't want to put it like right there. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. And so I think that's, oh, we missed one. So car electronics factory. Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll put it right there. I don't super like that area, but I don't know if we have too much we can do about it. And so maybe let's see how these look. I don't know if I 100% agree with these. I think it's going to look out of place there. Yeah, I think, you know, and I think that looks weird. Because I want to utilize some parking in here. Even though we don't have the parking area off, these buildings would still require a lot of parking. But just with that, let's see if that will work well. I mean, it should. Yeah, there you go. I mean, that looks definitely a lot better. Yeah, I think, you know what, we'll stick with that, and then we will just put a little fence around it. We'll do the ore fence. I like how the little metal works, especially with this being like a science area. You'd probably have these type of fences, like security fences almost. Then let's just put in a couple trees. Nothing crazy, but like a little line of trees. I think, yeah, you know what? I like the color on those. There you go. So now, I mean, it would be covered, and so anybody working in this area could come and park there, and I think that would be pretty good. And so I just want to decorate up the rest of these, but first I want to put in paths, and then probably a couple plazas as well, because these people would be working presumably really long shifts. It would be safe to assume, I think, that they would want places to have lunch and stuff like that. So I think that would be good. I want to try to follow something kind of cool here. So we'll stick right there. We'll go back here as well, so that if anybody wanted to, they could avoid even walking on the street. That would kind of be the goal. And then I think for this area as well, we'll probably end up utilizing the IT clusters again. We do already have quite a bit of them, but I think it would be, again, fair to assume that this would probably be that kind of area. So there you go. And then I want to put some trees around the outside, which means we probably won't have zoning around there, and then we can kind of make this a whole compound. I think that would be pretty cool. So maybe we'll wait to see what comes in. So we'll just paint this little area down here. Oh, there you go. Perfect. And then we'll come in here, turn it into IT cluster, and then let's see if we can fit in a couple plazas. Yeah, I like that little picnic one. I think that would be good. So like right there. We'll come over here and put one as well, and then we'll plaza with trees. I think that would be good. We'll do the Paradox Plaza just because. And there you go. And so now at least they would have somewhere to go. I think we'll end up putting trees around these big buildings. I think that would be good. So I don't know if they would have other buildings surrounding them. So I know I've been to San Francisco a couple times, and I remember seeing the Oracle complex, and it had like this huge lake in front of it, and it was just really cool to see like their headquarters. And I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen like the pictures of Apple's compound, and I think they really try to maybe outdo each other on who has like the cooler compounds. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. And then we'll come in here. Yeah, there you go. And so we'll do these big trees again over here. Come down here. And there you go. And so we need to do this guy. Let's see what we can get going. Let's see what this one is. Yeah, I mean, again, it's kind of that brighter tree. Might even be the same tree. That kind of makes it a little more secluded. I mean, that looks pretty good. And then let's see about moving this guy. So we'll do some around the outside. No, you know what? That would be zoning. I think we're going to forego that. I mean, I think that looks pretty good. We do have a little bit of space right here. We could do something. Same with this guy. Do a couple little. Yeah, you know what? This spaceship looking. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. And so we have water. We don't have electricity, but I think we're going to worry about that a little later. And so we'll come in here. We'll do that. We'll do this guy. We'll do that, that. We'll do that, that. And I think that's probably good. Maybe we'll do a little bit of shops around the outside. Let's see about, yeah, we'll probably do, let's do organic and local produce too. That'd be fun. And I mean, these, I don't know if tech-savvy guys would be more organic and local produce, but who knows. So I think that's pretty good. So we got a little bit of shopping around the outside. We still got this little space down here. Maybe we'll turn that into a little commercial center. And I think this looks really good with all the buildings. And we got tram access. And so now we just need to put in some homes. So have we done self-sufficient in a little while? I know we did over here. We have some high-tech homes. Let's do high-tech homes over here. And so, especially because the area, maybe they'd upgrade them themselves or something. So I think maybe for this middle section, we'll use that as commercial. And then we'll come over here and do these homes as well. And there you go. And then we're going to use this as a park. And I think for back here, we'll probably do a transit hub with a train. Actually, I don't know if we'll use train, but we'll probably do an airport or something back there. I think that would be good. And so let's go in here and policies. And let's go into high-tech housing. High-tech housing. And then we'll come up here as well and do the same thing. High-tech housing. And then we need to make sure that both of them, actually all three probably have schools. And we'll do the community school. It's kind of a little fancier. And I think we're going to do one for each since we've been kind of struggling on elementary schools. And then we'll probably do the public libraries for each as well. We could actually get away with doing one on this side. Maybe we'll put the public library in an area where they can both access it. And of course, it doesn't really fit. We'll go right there. And then I think, you know what, I mean, it covers most of it. So maybe we'll put in a library up there or something to clean up the rest. And then we do need to do, maybe we'll put this as our service center and we'll turn that into, like another tourist spot. Or regular offices. Maybe we'll turn that into regular offices. And I think we'll use this as our service center. So we'll do the fancy high school right there. And we'll probably, I think, you know what, that might be good to cover that whole area. And so I think that would be good. But then I think for this area, we're going to utilize the big hospital. We'll put these guys next to it. I mean, that covers it covers this area especially, so we'll probably have to put another one on that side, which is okay. Then I want to put a cemetery, a little crematorium, and of course, we need to put these guys in, so there you go, and then let's do a police headquarters. We'll leave a little bit of space. That's is okay. And then I want to do a fire watchtower. These are pretty important. Probably do one of these over here too. Maybe not right there. We'll figure that out as we go. I think that's good. And so I do want to put in some like a big park over here if we could. Yeah, I think that would be good right next to the school. I think that would look great. Yeah. Maybe you could even probably fit in another one over here. And then maybe we'll just put in some regular commercial zoning. I think that could be good because we don't have a whole lot of just regular commercial zoning. Yeah, there you go. And so now we got a little bit of shopping, and then we'll come in here. Oh, we do need a couple small parks. Oh, you know what? We can fit some of the bigger guys. I think that would be a little better. We can't over here. Which is okay. I mean, the big guys don't normally fit, so. And let's put just a couple dog parks, because you know I like to put dog parks in neighborhoods. That's the perfect spot for one. And then let's come over here. And I think now we can just zone it all in. Just going to brush in high density. And this is probably going to take a little while to build out, as we've been really expanding residential lately. And so this is probably going to take a little while. But it's definitely going to get us closer to our next milestone, the mega metropolis. Megaopolis. And there you go. And so we got our high-tech center. We got this going. And so let's see if we can fit in any unique buildings. Something cool, something we don't have. I mean, the traffic park would be kind of cool. You know, let's paint this in first before I forget. And then we didn't place any parks over here. So let's do a dog park. And then we'll do a regular small park. Oh, you know, big one fits. Perfect. And there you go. And then, so we got the regular park right there. And we got this. We got a lot of empty space still. But that was kind of intentional. So what's our garbage at? Yeah, so let's go ahead and do that since we're here. You know what, I think I'll probably keep that for the next episode. I want to see what's going to build in. That's why I'm kind of leaving a lot of these spaces empty, because it's going to be based off of needs. And so one thing I do want to do before we press play is come in here and should we do a new line? I think we probably should. I think that would be smart. Oh, and you know what? We didn't even do tram access over here either. And so let's go ahead and do that one real quick. So we'll do one right there, and then we're going to come down here, go right there, go right there, go right there. And then do we want it to go down the main road? No, I think we'll have it come down this road. I think that would be good, and then we'll just have it stop over here. So now somebody, if they want to come down here, they can just kind of change lines. And then I think for this other road, probably, I mean, it would be smart if we could connect it up over here. I don't think we're going to be able to, though, so I think we will end up doing some sort of transit hub over here, because I think for right now, we'll just do this. There we go, and I want to try and come out we're probably going to have to remove some of these, because I like having them near the intersections so that you have access, but I'm going to do one in the opposite direction as well. And so hopefully we still get a lot of people who end up doing transfers with this. It's not ideal, but I think until we get something figured out in terms of a transit hub over here where we can like hook up the metro from this area, it's probably the best we can do. Because now, I mean, at least somebody can just walk over here. I don't know if they would, but because I think maybe if we could even stretch that down to the next road, that'd probably be smarter. Yeah, there we go. It does kind of leave this space unserviced, but they got to stop right there, so I think that would be good. And now at least people can transfer a little easier, which I think would be be the primary goal. And so let's go in here and change the colors real quick. So so 6 was the one down by the river. So we'll do an orange, and then 7. We can do these ones the same color. Maybe we'll go white. 7 and 8, yeah, we'll just go white. And there we go. And so I think now we can unpause it. It's going to take a little bit for the electricity to connect, so I think maybe we will. Just until it connects, I think it would be smart to connect up the lines, because then we can come back through and delete these. And so because our current trash issues, or future trash issues I should say, I think this looks really good though. I like how this turned out. And then I think with the IT clusters, they're gonna really make this area look cool. And then even having that parking in the middle looks really good. But then having all these tech companies, and so this would now be like our little mini Silicon Valley area. And I like how we dedicated the whole area to it. I think it's just gonna look really cool. And so before we end, I do want to come in here and make that little service center real quick. I think we're going to need that. And so we'll probably, we don't need it to be a crazy good grid, but we do want it to be functional. Yeah, because I think we'll just end up putting in some of our helicopter depots. So like I know we don't have a medical one. The medical ones for some reason don't get utilized a whole lot, but I know we also don't have a police one either, which the police one's really good to have. And so remember to look at some new transport options. Let's go ahead and put in some water real quick. And there we go. And then what else do we need over here? So we got, trash. Almost completely forgot about the entire reason why we were building this. And so, kind of messed up. Because oh man, so it's definitely got to be, I don't know if we're going to be able to place this over here. Because that area of effect is just terrible. So I think we'll just put in some recycle centers for right now. Yeah, because then at least that doesn't have as bad of an effect. It still does have a pretty wide radius of pollution, but it's not as bad. I think we might put another fire helicopter depot over here too. Because I know we have one, but it's kind of far from here, and so I think it's all the way on the other side of town. And of course this one doesn't fit. I wonder if I could squeeze it in there. You know, fits right there. And it doesn't, the noise pollution doesn't cut over. So I think that's good. And so I think we got pretty much everything we really needed over here. And so I think I'm just going to cover it with trees. So I don't, this would be an area that we wouldn't really want tourists to see. I think this looks good. It kind of hides the little helicopter services and our recycle centers. And so now it's just about waiting for this to kind of expand. If you guys have any ideas for these empty spaces, go ahead and let me know. I think we're going to end up putting probably an airport right here, especially since it's so close to this little IT hub with our new high-tech buildings. And let me know what you guys think about this. I think this whole campus looks really cool, and I think having the tram access come down the middle is real smart. I think as we expand, we'll need to kind of address some of our intersections, but I think for this episode, this looks really good. I like the layout of it. I like how we did this little roundabout with the freeway access. And so we'll probably end up doing another freeway access point like right here maybe. So I think for this one, so this area has decent freeway access and this area has pretty good, but this area over here is kind of stuck. Like they need to travel kind of far to get to the freeway, either over here or over there. And if they need to go the opposite direction on the freeway, then they need to go really far, which they'll probably just come down here, which isn't terrible, but it's not next to them. You would definitely want to have access a little closer. And so I think that's pretty good. Let's keep looking. I don't know if we unlocked this or not, so I want to look at it. We didn't, but it looks like we are so close. Look at that. We're way over now, and so we're definitely going to be able to finally finish our university on the next episode. And I think that's it. Thanks for watching. New episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I will catch you on the next one.